Hey, what's up guys? I'm gonna unbox and review this e-bike from Lacros. This is the Pinecone model. It comes in, this is the white color. It also comes in a black color. So I'm gonna unbox this to review it, take it out for a ride. This is supposed to be a pretty good bike. It has a fairly powerful motor. It is foldable, so there's a lot of good things about it. And here's everything that comes inside the box. For the charger, it is 100 to 240 volts. Output is 54.6 volts at 2 amps. So if you multiply those two numbers, you get a little under 110 watts of power. It says Lacros on the front. That's what the plug itself looks like. The US plug for the US. We have our tools right here, some wrenches, Allen wrenches and stuff. So this is for the front tire to install that. We have the pedals right and left side. So we have the user's manual, gives you a decent amount of information. We have the seat post right here. These are the numbers. This is the minimum amount you need to insert it, so it needs to be inserted at least this amount. And Lacros on the back right there, and the saddle seems fairly soft. So for the controls, we have our front disc brake and our rear disc brake. Assuming the key is in the on position, if I hold the M button for a few seconds, it will turn on. If I hit M, it's going to oscillate between the different screens. And then if I hit the plus button, it'll go from pedal assist 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So the higher the pedal assist, the more help it's giving you, and the higher the top speed is. And if you want to ride it like a normal bike, you could just run it on pedal assist 0, which is also true if the battery were to die, you could ride it like a normal bike. And if you basically hold the plus button, it will turn on the lights, and if you hold the plus button, it will turn off the lights. Then we have our gear selectors right here, and the horn. Alright, so let's take a closer look at the bike. It is on the dirtier side because I took it off-roading during my review. Alright, so let's start with the rear tail light. This thing turns on. We have the bike rack. It could support up to 25 kilograms. And we have the derailleur. I always mess up that word. The protector, the chain and everything. And then for the pedals, you basically would push it in when you're folding it and just twist it and then bring it back. It is kind of harder to do with one hand, but basically bring it back and good to go there. And then for this top part, when you're unfolding it, you got to raise this up, so then you could basically pull this tab, which would allow it to fold, and then pushing it back in and putting that back in, and you're good to go. Now the battery is inside the frame right here. And if you notice, what this key does is it moves this metal piece right there. So first of all, this is in the on position. And so this needs to be on for the bike to turn on to use pedal assist. And then to remove the battery, you would do that. See how the metal piece goes all the way in? And so if I were to take it out, the battery would slide out. And basically, this is the default position. And then you would stick in the key. And this is the on position for you to use pedal assist, essentially. And you guys could see that from the top down, what I'm talking about. There it is. Okay. Front suspension, we got the headlight, we got the plastic fender right here, and disc brakes, both front and back. And yeah, we got a little shock over here too, shock absorption for the seat post. To fold the bike, we'll start with the pedals. We push it in and we twist it, the same for both sides. You pulled up this little tab right here, you pull this, and now I can bend the bike. So I put the kickstand up, and I could basically just bend that right there and put that down. And then for the handlebar, pull this thing up, push it down, and basically bend it right here, and that's it. So we're good to go. So it didn't take too long to do. It wasn't too difficult, but do keep in mind the bike is on the heavier side. So if I wanted to put it back, again, basically come up like that. And really this is the hardest part. So once the bike is back like that, you can just basically just snap it in, pull this, close this thing up right now, and put the pedals back. And yeah, there it is. So pretty easy to do, but again, do keep in mind the bike is on the heavier side. So yeah, not uber heavy, but definitely heavy. Maybe lighter for most electric bikes, but again, still has some weight to it. You can also remove the seat as well if you guys want to. All right, so let's do a uphill test. It's taking me up pretty easily, as I would expect. Motor is definitely helping. It's still pretty easy to spin. It's not quite as effortless as when I'm not going up a hill, but it's still fairly simple to pedal even up a hill. So motor is good, which is always a good thing. You do naturally slow down a bit though. So just by keeping the same cadence, you do slow down a bit, but I mean, it's fine. It's not a big deal. It is much easier to go up on an electric bike versus a regular bike. See, it took me up here, no problem. Average speed was around 16 miles an hour. So good to go there. And as far as when the hill is complete, then obviously it speeds up with the same cadence. So we're going right around 20 miles an hour now. Bike feels stable, always a good thing. And it's soft. The suspension in the back, one pretty much right below the seat post, or right behind the seat post, I should say. It definitely helps. I could feel it absorbing some of the roads, essentially. All right, we're gonna do a brake test shortly. So let's see how this goes. Speeding up to about 25, 26 miles an hour. Wow, I would have slowed down, but we'll do the brake test right now. Yeah, brakes are really good. Smooth. Smooth, smooth, smooth. All right. Oh, pickup is quick. All right, brakes are good. All right, we're gonna put it on pedal assist 1, and I'm going to take off, and motor just kicked in. I'm pedaling just normally, and I'm going right around 7 miles an hour. Pedal assist 2 is gonna take us up a little bit more, around 10 miles an hour. Again, keeping the same cadence going, not putting in really any effort. Pedal assist 3, it's giving me more power. I could feel it immediately, and going right around 13.6, close to 14 miles an hour. 13 to 14. And pedal assist 4, it's giving me even more power, and right around 15 miles an hour. And pedal assist 5 is going to give you me the most amount of power. Now there is a slight incline here, so it's not going to go, probably not going to get to its max speed. So it's almost like it wants me to spin my legs faster now, which is interesting. It's still requiring zero effort, but yeah, right around 19 miles an hour with a slight incline over here. Test for comfort on the sidewalk. Sidewalks are a bit more bumpy than the smooth asphalt. It's fine. I could feel the shock absorption behind my seat. I could feel the softness of it. The front forks are also pretty soft as well. Let's go over the grass a bit. All right, last time I came here with my bike, they had just watered the grass and it was super slippery. And I was like, what's wrong with this bike? And then I was like, oh no, the grass is wet. So there we go. There was a little bit of a dip right there. Still pretty easy to pedal on the grass. It's like going a little too fast. I don't even want it to go that fast, but I'm on pedal assist 5. So yeah, I mean, it's effortless. I mean, if it can help you up a hill, going over the grass and things like that should be pretty simple, which is obvious. So we'll drop it off the curb right here just to see what happens. Okay, super soft, as you would expect. Brake test. Brakes, and the interesting thing is, like, when you hit the brakes harder, it's like the bike is soft because of the suspension, and the motor kicks in pretty quickly. All right. All right, so pedal assist 5, we're at 20.6 miles an hour according to the speedometer, 20.8, 20.5. So pretty much right around 20 miles an hour on average. This area, it always kind of feels like I'm playing Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom, or Breath of the Wild, where like you go and you try to get a horse. It kind of has that thing. Hello. There it is. Looks good. The bike's performing as expected. Let's use the throttle, give it a kickstart, and then we'll start pedaling. Motor kicks in. I don't need to hold the throttle. So you only really need to hold the throttle for one of two cases. Number one is if you want it to help you initially. And then the second one is if you just want to use the throttle, you don't want to pedal. Because when you start pedaling, as long as your pedal assist is on, it's actually going to like kick in anyways. So whether I hold the throttle or not makes no difference whatsoever. So yeah, there it is. So super easy, obviously speeds up. I mean, it does slow down when you're going up the hills because, you know, it is struggling more than if we were to just go on the flats. But yeah. It's a clean Model 3. Oh, we got the crows. All right, let's do a brake test on this downhill. The pavement here is not super smooth, so I like to hold the brakes, but it's good. So if I want to stop, yeah, the bike feels good on the sidewalk, on the street. Suspension's good. Comfort-wise, it's good. It feels stable. Brakes are good. I mean, it's a good bike. I like it. All right, let's drop it off the curb right here. See, it's like, it's soft. Even when you drop it off the curb, it's soft. So it's good, I like it. Watching, waiting for his carrot.